Do you remember that wonderful moment in Animal Farm when the rules on the barn are changed? And I think the rules on the barn in Scotland are being changed at the moment. There was a 2015 rule which said that no MPs shall publicly criticise a group decision, policy, or any other member of the group. But now, I think 15 rebel MPs, according to the Herald on Sunday, are planning to write their own policy papers in defiance of the new leader, Humza Yousaf. And Katie Forbes herself is not pleased with the reports about why she turned down the job in rural affairs. As far as we can see, she turned down the job in rural affairs because that would have meant her interacting far more with the Green Party, with whom she is sort of on a crash course collision over the gender identity and so on, and over almost certainly her opinions on sexual politics generally. But she would also have been taking on the idea that there was an area of fishing which was impossible, the introduction of the highly protected marine areas where fishing is banned. She resisted this when it went through, and I think she would have found it very difficult to promote this particular bill as the Rural Affairs Minister. So to say that she resigned because she wanted to spend more time with her family, which is the message which has gone out, is slightly absurd. And Shona Robinson doesn't have her experience of... Kate Forbes had been the finance minister and she was very good at it. So to replace her is quite a major statement by Humza Yousaf. I hope he doesn't come to regret it. Now, I would like very much to get Humza on record to find out, we know what he wants to do for Scotland, but he's also the First Minister in the United Kingdom. So how does he see his relationship with England? How would he see his relationship with England in a situation where there is an independent Scotland? What is his future in that scenario? One of the problems with Brexit, which I think Humza would have to deal with, I don't want independence, by the way, but one of the problems with Brexit is that the people who were championing Brexit, particularly Boris Johnson, had an idea in their mind about what a post-Brexit life would be like. Even Farage couldn't be pressed on this issue. So I think if Humza is seriously thinking about a post-independence world, he needs to think what that involves and how that world would square with other countries within his orbit. That is particularly with the rest of the United Kingdom, with Europe. I know he wants to rejoin Europe. I would applaud that, of course. But what would that do? What would that do to the border between England and Scotland? And how would that work in practice? Would we have passport controls along that border? Oh gosh, the mind boggles. The mind boggles. What exactly are the practical implications of an independent Scotland? I'd like to get him to talk about that in detail.